Good morning, classmates. Today I will be discussing this week's video presentation dealing with the final chapters of Neil Postman's Amusing Ourselves to Death. So let's just get right into it. The first question, to what degree do you share Postman's convictions regarding the use of television in those realms? And the realms that we are referring to are the realms of religion, politics, and education. So I agree with Postman's convictions to a high degree. Due to multiple images coming across the television screens at a rapid rate and constantly changing every 15 seconds or so. I may be misquoting the exact seconds. But there is no way that you can reflect on the topic that's presented deeply with the speed of the information that's coming at you on the TV screen. Also, music, the tone of voice, etc., all of that plays into the dynamics of understanding and receiving the information. And majority of the time, a lot of programs, they just give useless information. And now I would like to just state some quotes that I found very profound within the book that I read. And I will start with Postman states that television is largely aimed at emotional gratification. Television is devoted entirely to supplying its audience with entertainment. The problem is not that television presents us with entertaining subject matter, but that all subject matter is presented as entertaining. Thinking does not play well on television. Television demands a performing act or a performing art. Television caters to applause. It's not seeking reflection. Americans no longer talk to each other. They entertain each other. They do not exchange ideas. They exchange images. They do not argue with propositions. They argue with good looks, celebrities, and commercials. And the last statement from the book I would like to share is television has a strong bias towards a psychology of secularism. I find all this to be true. So the second question, why does Postman feel that we should emphasize Huxley rather than Orwell in trying to understand the plight of American culture? In Orwell's view of culture, it was Big Brother. It was the government imposing strict rules and taking away the rights of people. But in Huxley's world, we are doing it to ourselves through our hunger and greed for entertainment. Huxley states, people will dance and dream themselves into oblivion, then march into it. Wow. The Orwellian culture becomes a prison. In the Huxleyan culture becomes a burlesque, which is a comical show. We are oversaturated with entertainment. And that's why I see, and I'm liking the title of the book, Amusing Ourselves to Death, because that's exactly what's taking place. All right, question 3. How should J.P. Moreland's insights with respect to the empty self be applied to these issues? And what should be the role of the church in attempting to reverse the cultural realities lamented by Postman? J.P. Moreland's empty self concept can definitely be applied here on these issues. If you're not careful and aware, entertainment will lead to empty self. It promotes intellectual laziness. Entertainment takes away our thinking ability, and instead we are filled with useless thoughts and images that quickly and forever change. This new age of technology, with the extreme use of cell phones that each and everyone has, further complicates the issue. Just a thought now, from when Postman wrote this book, he was highly focused on the television itself as the media and as the medium of getting information. But now, here in 2025, we have cell phones, we have tablets, we have iPads, we have so many electronic devices that are put right in front of us to distract us. And I must say that it is doing a great job at distracting us. And it is scary to think about the future and to think about our kids, that if they are not strong and really seeking information themselves, that they can get lost in the fog of media. So, some things that we can do to reverse this cultural reality that's taking place now. I suggest that we reduce time in front of the screen, whether that be the television, the computer, your cell phone, iPad, etc. We need to reduce time in front of it. We should find more meaningful activities for kids to do instead of just putting them in front of the TV or letting the phone entertain them. I see this as a strong remedy, is that we should be aware of time spent in the information absorbed from the media, to take it as a grain of salt, but to constantly always have on your thinking cap to think beyond what is being presented. So I thank you for taking the time to watch and listen to my input on this week's video response, and hope you have a good Friday. Thank you.